Always told me just because everyone else does it, there's no reason you should. And I said, well, there's no argument for not doing it either. I don't know. I never understood.
3, 2.
Tonight, almost live, it's America Tonight. 30 minutes of TV on the UBS network. Located at the UBS Broadcasting Mall in Albertson, California. The unfinished furniture capital of the world. With Howard Pellegrini, who snows in The Big Problems. Jason Shine, who is jogging for mayor. And Mr. Jack Albertson, who is always willing to do whatever. With the music of Happy Kind and the Birthmakers. And me, I'm Jerry Howard. And now here's your host of mine, Mr. Mark Kimball.
Thank you. I can't do that to Jerry. He's going to put my gum in his seat. Good evening, and welcome to America Tonight. My name is Barth Kimball. And thank you very much. Hey, you know, you're actually very lucky we're here tonight, and so are we. And so are you, and so are we. I learned this afternoon from His Majesty, General Ungerwitter, here at UBS, and he likes to be called that, General Majesty. Actually, he's called His Royal Hiney behind his back. Referring to behind his back, or below, actually. Well, that's all a different story. It's after the fact. It seems that the good general wanted to preempt our show this evening to put on a telethon for some unfamiliar disease that's hosted by an overly familiar MC. I guess the rumors of the FCC looking into the general's business dealings in Costa Rica have got him a little hot under the epaulettes. However, I should tell you this, I get a little hot under the old floral prints myself when I learn that I'm being preempted, especially since I'm being paid by the episode, not by the week. So, in much the same spirit of real public service that General Ungerwitter desperately displayed, I offered my services and my show for the telethon to the extent of mentioning it, talking humorously and briefly about the disease, opening up our phones for contributions, and generally acting as if it's a real cause for concern. To help my acting, let me bring out a cause for real concern. This is what you call method acting, so there's madness in my method, and here he is now, my co-host and announcer, Mr. Jerry Hubbard.
Yes, it is. Yes. Serious business here. And you know, Happy Kind is closely associated with the disease which we've chosen because it affects the nose.
Right.
The telethon tonight is for olfactory distosis.
That's right. Good. Now, I can tell by your reaction that most of you have either never heard of the disease or haven't. Then again, maybe you're just fond of diseases. Hap, why don't you step right over here and explain olfactory distosis for our audience.
Okay. Well, olfactory distosis, or OD, as it's sometimes called by the younger people, it's a disease which attacks the nasal membranes of people, and what it does is it takes away their sense of smell, and eventually they have what we call smell blindness. It's very true.
Well, Happy, that's tragic, not only as a disease, but as a metaphor. It's wrong.
But anyway, I wanted to tell you, friends, that the world-famous Whittenham Nasal Clinic is located right here in Altacoma. And you know, that's the place where I had my nostril reconstructed.
Mm-hmm. Now, for those of you who aren't familiar with Happy's tragic story, poor son of a gun, he was born with no nostril and had to have one put in. Only one,
One
right?
nostril.
One nostril.
And then had the other one
Don't
put
make it worse than it was originally.
How did the Whittingham Clinic give you that second nostril? How'd they
Yeah,
do
what
that?
happened there? Did they transplant a nostril from another part of your body?
No, my body is just as perfect as it was before. The only thing wrong with my body was that one nostril. But no, they did not transplant anything. What they did was they made another nostril from a cow's udder, which is the closest thing to nostril tissue.
That's amazing.
You see?
Amazing what they're able to
I'm
do.
affected rather peculiarly at times, but it does work.
Okay.
You sure you just didn't go in and say, I'll have another nostril? I need another nostril. Okay, we'll try it.
I need another announcer. Okay, the number is 555-5624. Once again, 555-5624. And let's really get this thing kicked off. And actually, to kick it off and get those phones ringing, Happy and Jerry, you're going to give us a little number here, something with a new twist on an old standard. So go ahead, Hap. I'm going to get back here.
Jeepers creepers, what's between those peepers? Jeepers creepers, where'd you get that nose?
Mucho jumbo makes you look like Dumbo.
Crisco Columbo, how'd it get so gross?
What a sight! Put your hand up when you sneeze.
Catch pneumonia from the breeze.
I keep urging, get a plastic surgeon.
It's emerging, much too grandiose.
Where'd you get that nose? Bless my watch, Bob. Where'd you get that nose job?
Like a corn cob, won't you please disclose?
Hope we're not verbose. Where'd you get that nose?
Like the one you chose, like a big red rose.
What time does it close? Where did you get that nose?
We'll be right back. We're back. And as you can hear, or can't hear actually, these phones are not ringing. Now, we need money for olfactory distosis, and we've got a long way to go, nearly 18 minutes, okay? So, friends, I don't want to lecture, but, well, think of your nose for a while, okay? And thank heaven it's in one piece, or actually two pieces, except for Happy. This is a one-piecer, and that's his problem, or part of it. But the point I'm trying to make here is the telethon, so don't be so damn cheap.
And I believe we have a helper here to keep the totals. She's the arithmetic teacher at Douglas MacArthur Elementary School, but would rather be in show business, and so would I. This is Miss Terry Litchfield. Terry. Explain to us how this works, and I'm talking about this here, this tote board, I guess they call it, huh?
Well, it's easy. When the people call, I add up their pledges and put the totals up here.
Oh, that's great. That's better than memorizing it. It is. It's better than memorizing it, and you just put it right up here. Then we can always, we don't have to ask you the score, although I bet you could tell us what it is, too. And be careful, you don't get all this chalk dust in your lungs, although there may not be too much room for them there. This reminds me of Christmas when I was a little boy.
Jerry. Excuse me, coming through. Be nice to her. Sorry. My next guest is actually really very famous and very talented, and he's here on behalf of OD. And I think this kind of thing, when we see a real celebrity out here, I think that can help put us over the top here. Please welcome Mr. Jack Albertson. Well, it's very good of you to donate your valuable time to olfactory distosis.
Well, frankly, I had no idea what this disease was when I arrived here. In my youth, I suffered from being a half-breed.
Really?
Yeah, I could only breathe through one side of my nose. But now that I've listened to all of you, I still have no idea what this olfactory distosis is all about there. I also have no intention of contributing to a disease I don't have and couldn't care less about, frankly. There are many good causes I'd gladly contribute to, but this is really not one of them.
You hear that? Isn't that incredible, Jack? You're pretending to be obstinate in hopes that's going to drum up some sympathy and that people will donate more. I think that's a good idea to get them to contribute.
No, I'm not pretending. I'm really very obstinate. I'm also bored, tired, restless, PDOD'd, shocked. Wait a minute.
Seems Jack has a lot of afflictions, which makes his time here even more worthwhile. And I don't know whether he's just kidding or not, but we're glad to have him here with us.
Absolutely. He's the kind of thing we need to really put us
Yes, and I see whether he's kidding or not, it's gotten him back to work here, and he's
on the
already on the
phones
phone.
already.
Is that someone calling in with a pledge?
No, it's me calling for a taxi. Get the hell out of here.
What's wrong?
Why can't I get an answer here?
Well, if the cab driver's out on a call already, which is a good chance he can't be back at the office, pick up the phone. I mean, it only makes sense. How can it be two places in one time?
And you ask me why I'm sad.
Okay, don't worry, Jack. We'll take you for a ride. Don't worry about that. Meanwhile, we got a lot more show. It's time to meet a victim of OD. I'm sorry to do this, but I think it'll give this argument the meat it needs.
Come on, I'm
the OD poster boy, or poster nose, for the 1978 campaign. Let's give him a nice, warm welcome, Mr. Howard Pellegrini. Howard Pellegrini. Very humble.
What's your name? Pellegrini? Well, I usually have Pellegrini with clam sauce.
Now, you were saying, Howard, when did OD first strike you?
Well, I first began to notice my lack of nasal ability when I was 15. I couldn't smell French fries anymore.
Oh.
Then the Whittingham Institute fitted me with this nose aid, which magnifies all the aromas around me, so now I can smell anything.
Isn't that terrific?
Of course, I'm still 94% smell blind, but at least now I can smell a few things.
What things, for instance?
I can smell cabbage,
Okay.
shoes,
Sure.
hot chocolate, cardboard.
Mm-hmm.
But nowadays,
Those things would not have been at the top of my list. Not at the bottom either, but not at the top.
but nowadays they have a new nasal bypass operation, which they use a surgically connected tissue, you see. Now people smell through their ears.
Directly through. Well, it's all connected to our ears and throats.
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
It does make sense, because now we'll say, hey, Happy, your music stinks.
Do you have any of the new OD posters?
Oh, yes, right here.
See, that's something, huh?
It's great they made that skin color, too, because it's almost not noticeable, too.
Yeah, those little crutches there almost look like my mustache. Isn't that nice? Okay, friends, quite seriously, Olfactory Distosis needs your money. Now, our goal is $200,000. So far, quite honestly, and this is kind of embarrassing for me, but so far we are 15 cents in the hole because Jack here made a message unit call for a cab. What can I say? It's up to us to raise this money. The number, once again, to call, 555-5624. That's 555-5624.
It is right here. It's 555-5624. Or from this angle, 555-5624. You see, let the girls... There you go. 555...
Jerry.
I just want to make sure...
Jerry, this is a very serious event, okay? Unless you're proposing marriage, I suggest you get back up on your feet,
Is it written any place else? Because I'll look for it.
I know you will. Let me right back after these words. Oh, we're back. Great arithmetic teacher. Fascinating. We're back at what was supposed to be a telethon, actually, for Olfactory Distosis. And we gave it 15 minutes. We didn't get one call, so forget it. Really, olfactory distasteful, I think, is what most people had it. Telethon's over. That's it. It's a stupid idea. It was a stupid disease, and enough said.
You can't blame people because, after all, so what? I mean, if you lose your smell, that OD does not kill you.
No, some people's smell can kill you, though, Jerry. When you take those shoes off, it might help about 30 seconds. But it actually, something like that could kill our ratings. That's the problem. That's the reason I took it off. They stink anyway, so I'm sorry, Howard. We tried. But we took your nose, actually, and we blew it. There are more pressing problems in the world, and we have one with us right now. Jack Albertson has ordered a cab and just discovered that he left his wallet in his other pants. He needs $15 to get off the show, so I don't know. If you care anything for Jack Albertson, pick up those phones right now and call in a pledge for the Telethon for Jack Albertson's cab fare. The number to call is 555-5636. Okay, once again, 555-624. With a long thing on the four.
Those legs make great telephone directories because it's fun to let your fingers do the walking.
I'm trying to help. So go marry a Rolodex if you feel that way. Oh, now don't pout. For crying out loud, you're a grown boy. My next guest owned the Vagabond Mail Escort Service, where he was, Jason was head vagabond, I believe. He's now going into politics, which might make for strange bedfellows, but again, I'm sure he's been into that. Please welcome Mr. Jason Shine.
Which way to go?
Whoa. Just sit down. Oh. Jason, now, is it true? Is there anything to this rumor that you are running for mayor somewhere?
It's true. Well, Barth, it's really not running. Running's too mondo intense over word. I'm actually, I'm flowing for mayor, really. I mean, energy, I've got to be here now, if not get there later, and I'm flowing for mayor.
Now, you are here now, right now.
I hope so. It's basically my concept for government. It's kind of a, well, I like to have a get-down, funky government where even the honkies can be funky, if you know what I mean. It'll be an incredible concept. It's kind of disco democracy with freedom and liberum for all. Right on, little... Right
I always forget if honkies, are they the black people or the white people?
My main man, right on. Just go ask the black people if they're a honky, you'll find out. If there are any black people here, right on, my main people, what it is, and for the Spanish people, huevos, rancheros, amigos.
Well, the man for all seasons here. I don't see how you can lose. That's just terrific.
I've got some heavy trips to lay on.
Let me ask you, not everybody in politics has the same kind of je ne sais quoi, so easy when you know the language that you have. How do you think the other councilmen are going to feel about your new ideas? They're a bit radical.
Oh, no, I've got some things already. We're going to have what we call Encounter Councilman Meeting, which is basically all 10 of us in the hot tub nude together, you know. Where we basically get down and feel our feelings and, experience a moment. If not, if we need a little energy, if we want to vote, hey, we'll let it ride, you know what I mean? We get some wine, some herb, and hey, who cares about politics? Right on, power. I know what you're thinking, mellow.
Jason, you're certainly giving a new meaning to the term high office. In fact, holding high office. But I wish you a lot of luck with this thing. I know where you're coming from, as you put it so beautifully, and I know
we'll all be there now, if not later.
Well, I think there's a chance you have to get back there, too, right? So I'm going to let you go, and we're going to break away for just a little tiny second for a word from our sponsors. We'll be right back. Thank you. We're back, and we're still trying to raise that $15 here on our telethon for Jack Albertson's cab fare. I don't know if we can get it. Jack, maybe it would help if you did a little number here, made a personal plea to the people at home. It's possible. Earth calling Jack.
Oh, all right. I'll help in any way I can. Yeah. All right, everyone, this is Jack Albertson. I've just spent half an hour on America Tonight. And I don't know how many of you have ever experienced that kind of pain and suffering. And believe me, it's something I'll have to live with for the rest of my life. Now, I'm not asking for your sympathy. I'm sure I have that. All I'm asking for is cab fare. I'd like to get the hell out of here. Please give generously, and I want to thank you. Right? Happy? Let's do something for the folks.
Well, there you have it. Remember, the number to call to make a pledge for Jack Albertson's cab fare out here is, once again, if I may, 555-5624. Please be sure to give generously. We'll be back tomorrow night. Let's get Jack home tonight.
While in El Tacoma, Bart's guests can take advantage of the celebrity discount at the beautiful Beverly Coma Motor Hotel, where ice is free at the end of the hall, based on double occupancy. Some of our guests will receive a $10 gift certificate from Ronaldo's House of Hair. Ronaldo's. Your friends will swear that it's really hair. And a $10 gift subscription from Friedgen's Pharmacy in El Tijo, open till 9 daily. When you're feeling blue, we have drugs for you.
Tonight, some members of our studio audience will receive the following: classic curves from Ditto's, the Feel the Fit Company, pants to make every woman feel beautiful in sizes 3 to 15 and 8 to 18, and Lillian Vernon's catalog gift certificate, jewelry, gifts, decor, personalized items, and things from practical to whimsical, furnished by Lillian Vernon. And Slim Fast, the natural way to lose weight, packed with vitamins, minerals, and natural protein, delicious and filling. You can get Slim Fast with Slim Fast.
Wednesday, July 5th, America Tonight moves to its new time, 11 p.m. Join Martin Mull and the Crazy Company as Late Night Loneliness continues on Channel 13. And next, The Dark at the Top of the Stairs.